Community. It's a TV series written and created by Dan Harmon. Like any modern day sitcom, it features your average band of racially and gender diverse misfits tackling a new set of problems every week. However, Community has gained a cult following due to its extensive use of parody and intertextuality to achieve both humorous and dramatic effect. The show achieves this effect by often having characters reference popular culture. Like a lot.
You know, I thought you were like Bill Murray in any of his films, but you're more like Michael Douglas in any of his films.
You're like Jodie Foster or Susan Sarandon. You'd rather keep it real than be likable.
Oh my God, my life is the grassy high.
You're a very attractive young man.
I knew it.
But Community goes beyond that. The show frequently replicates shots and/or audio from other television shows and films. Take this scene from the Community episode English as a Second Language. Look familiar? It should. It's a direct take on Good Will Hunting. Not convinced? What about these?
Oh my.
Look at me now, Dad!
Oh, we are not alone. You find out when you're covered blown.
Gee!
Just one moment.
Almost.
While Community often uses these shots from pop culture and at times even dedicated entire episodes to film and television genres such as spaghetti westerns,
Play Dungeons and Dragons together.
There was a game. This is paintball.
stop motion Christmas specials,
And this is the most important Christmas in the history of the universe. I'm assuming that's why we're all stop motion animated.
I vote we let it go.
or even early morning cartoons,
G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra the enemy.
Community would not characterize their techniques as parody.
Occasionally, our campus erupts into a flawless postmodern homage to action-adventure mythology, mischaracterized by the ignorant as parody.
Although other shows have used similar techniques of homage, what Community does like no other program is use intertextuality to not only create humor thanks to the audience's reaction of, hey, look at that, that's from this thing that I like, but also to enhance the story and add depth and development to characters, both individually and in their relationships with each other. I don't believe you. Then won't you feel foolish when we whip you round the head with a big old case of study? Like a case study. We have a case study. Introducing the character Abed Nadir. He's...
I'm more of a fast-blinking, stoic, removed, uncomfortably self-aware type. Like Data, or Johnny Five, or Mork, or Hal, or Kit, or Canine, or Woodstock, and or Snoopy. Of course, Spock probably goes without saying.
Literally all of Abed's social awareness comes from movies and television. So you can imagine protagonist Jeff Winger's surprise when in the episode Critical Film Studies, Abed takes him to a regular restaurant for dinner. Then for some unknown reason...
Abed was being weird. And by that I mean, he wasn't being weird. He was hugging, smiling, making eye contact, and in 30 seconds he hadn't made a reference to anything.
Abed explains that after a life-changing event on the set of Cougar Town, he realized the pointlessness of his pop culture obsession and wanted Jeff to give him his first real conversation.
Who needs any pop culture whatsoever? TV, movies, to hell with all of it.
This comes as a complete shock to Jeff, who has been trying to get Abed to go to a Pulp Fiction party that he threw for him.
I'll kill you!
After eventually getting on board with the new Abed, Jeff finds the honesty of having a real conversation to be liberating.
This is incredible. I mean, to be able to talk this openly.
And he begins to recount his most embarrassing secrets.
What if you're a good-looking guy who calls a phone sex line and tells them he weighs 400 pounds just so he can hear a woman say she's attracted to him anyway?
Well, I don't believe that happens.
Wrong. That's me. I did that last week.
After being this open with Abed, Jeff is furious when he learns that they weren't having a real conversation at all, and Abed was actually playing homage to another movie the entire time.
Abed?
Mm-hmm.
What's My Dinner with Andre?
It's just a movie about two guys talking at a restaurant.
Jeff is upset that Abed ruined the Pulp Fiction party and got Jeff to reveal secrets that he had hidden from the group, until Abed explains why he chose this movie homage.
I chose My Dinner with Andre because it's about a guy who has an unexpectedly enjoyable evening with a weird friend he's been avoiding lately.
You think I've been avoiding you?
What becomes clear to both Jeff and the audience is that Abed's homage was designed to bring the two of them closer together. The intertextuality of play isn't for laughs, but it helps the audience to understand Abed's perception of the world. He sees his relationship with Jeff as being parallel with the characters in My Dinner with Andre, and he feels that using that movie is the best way for him to fix the problem that he sees in the relationship. It demonstrates to the audience how Abed relies on pop culture as a crutch for dealing with social interaction. Ultimately, the homage in this episode creates drama central to the story and explores and develops both Abed's character and his relationship with Jeff.